Hey everybody, welcome back to Falcon Plays Rimworld Alpha 3, colony number 4. I'm gonna probably stop saying that after a while because it's starting to confuse me here. So let me get the game going on first and foremost. Last episode, really good. I've actually really enjoyed the last two episodes. I feel that we're finally getting a really good grasp as to what we're doing here. Our stockpiles, or I guess our quantity backup stuff, is actually building quite nicely. We've collected all the silver up here? I believe we have, right? Oh, just about. There's a bit more over here to collect, so let me make this grabbable. Is there anything else I kind of wanted my guys to grab, so we never have to come back here again? Let's get this metal as well. A little bit more silver over here. Let's just make it like a excavation type of thing where we're going to go and pick everything up that we can, and then forget about ever leaving our humble abode, unless we have to mine stuff. There's a lot of I might actually make myself a little bit of a tunnel, like say through here, and kind of cut to here, so we don't have to actually wander through the vast wasteland over here. Speaking of which, I could actually cut down these trees. Now, I haven't talked about this. This is the wood economy the game is running, right? Yeah, my people are doing their things. Oh, by the way, let's grab this too. So we're going to be doing a lot of hauling right now. So right now we're going to basically have the game run in, you know, real time, have them do their thing while I kind of discuss this over here. Actually, let's just put it on 2x speed. This right here I haven't talked about. This is the wood economy mod. It's a decent mod for sure. I'm not too crazy on the textures just yet. It just seems a little bit unnatural compared to everything else, but it's a really early mod, and I think it's a really good mod that adds a lot to the game. Maybe, and the creator of the mod has done a lot of more amazing mods that I've actually used in the past. Apologize for that, I almost had a heart attack apparently. He's done really a lot of good mods. The thing with this one is I'm not too crazy about the textures. I'm very picky like that. I'm very finicky. But it does really open up the game to other things like coal and, like, you know, making wood panels and shit like that, which I guess gives the game a different look than, you know, everything that you're used to already. So because of that, I do believe, can I harvest these? Is the real question. I can. Okay. So I'm gonna harvest these because we do have a cutter, and we actually got Shadow Plays finally. Good job, Batman. Shadow Plays. I guess he just needed that red light after all. Let's go to overview here. And he needs a few things to do. So Shadow Play, he's a pirate, so he's going to probably be a good shot right off the bat, I'd imagine, right? Let's go to, no. Go to character. Shooting 5, actually not that good. He's incapable of intellectual, so Shadow Plays, I'm sorry, your dude is a big dummy. That's all I can really say about that, man. I didn't make this happen, you know, it just happened to be that way. But he's a good hunter, though. So let's make him mining, obviously, a 1. And we'll do some hauling as a 2. We don't need art. Cleaning. We don't need art. We're filthy savages, plebes. Art? What's art? What is the beauty of art? What is music? Fuck that. Hauling 2, mining 1. And I guess, you know, if you get the chance, we can make this like a 3 over here, 3 over here. Okay. And we have 2 cooks, which is more than enough. Warden. Alright, that's perfectly fine. I like the setup. So Shadow Plays, you do your thing. We'll get you, let me get you a weapon before you actually run off. You're not a great shot, but let me give you the Leon Field for some long-range damage, I suppose. I'd rather get you something better, but, you know, we don't have anything better other than the Glocks, and I don't really want to do the Glocks right now. So I'm going to have these get harvested. What my intent or my idea is that if I harvest these, I'll be able to get some wood. Oh, my lord. Cue the immaturity that we're going to have from the series from now on. But no, I imagine I could collect wood. You know what? No matter how I say it, it's going to be, oh, actually... Okay, see, my idea was if I harvested, it won't actually, Okay, let's just say that if I do harvest it, hopefully it does have a chance to grow again. Because if I cut it, I know that you're done. You're good to go. I mean, it's never going to grow again. If you harvest it, I thought I was under the impression you could get some wood and then it'll grow. I need to stop saying get wood. Okay, now, this needs to be collected. I need to make sure that one of my areas here, my stockpile area is basically overflooding now. This is my fault, though, because I haven't really set up our other areas just yet. And that's actually something I should do, because if we are... Actually, for now, I'm going to just extend it, right? Our food seems to be rather low. Like, our stockpile area here never seems to grow too much, which is a little bit scary, to be quite honest with you. Let me, stockpile... Let me extend this up a bit, just so that we have room for all the stuff we're about to collect. Let's make it like so... Like so... And like so. Alrighty, that should be more than enough. Now, my food is kind of a little bit scary, I'm not gonna lie about that. My food should be growing a bit faster than that. I should probably even go and add another floodlight over here. The thing is that, as you can see, my power isn't that good. But there is an eclipse, so that's part of the problem, but not completely. Oh, by the way, since our prisoner room is kind of empty now, we could finally also call it quits on that. And let me just put a powered door right through there. And then we can say F you to all this. So let's just go ahead and deconstruct this here along with this. Now, I'm scared that there might be a little bit of a cave-in over here, so I gotta really kind of be careful about how I go about mining this area. So what I might even do is just put a random stone wall, like through here, I want to say. Or maybe, actually, could I just make this a no... create a no roof reach, perhaps, and that would just take care of it. But it is raining right now, so I don't want that to actually... Okay, let's just do a no roof after we take down the red lamp, because it's raining. I don't want to, you know, have some fire start catching because of short circuits. And yeah, I'm gonna put a flood lamp outside over here to grow this a bit faster, and the same with that. I'd imagine that once we harvest all of that, we'll be able to kind of grow our food supply back up, because right now it is really low. It's kind of a little bit dangerously low. And the logs, are those being collected? I don't think they are. Let's see. Storage, manufacture? No. Raw resources. Logs, no. Logs are definitely for this area as well. So I guess they'll collect it after they're done doing the other stuff over here. So this might take a bit of time, or it might not. We'll see. Silver, collect that. I hope it doesn't take too long, but it does seem like we've done a good job of collecting most of the stuff out here. It's just a matter of getting the silver up there now and just the logs, right? Yeah, and Shadowplays is getting some logs. Actually, Shadowplays got 3 bunches of logs, so that's actually pretty good. And we didn't actually cut the rest of that, so I guess that wasn't completely harvestable just yet. That one is now. Okay. And we'll see if it grows back. If it doesn't, then no big deal. I mean, we learned our lesson, but we'll see. And by the way, let's actually see if we can harvest a few of these agave. We definitely can. Just kind of get a little bit of extra food if we can there as well. What the hell is this? Metal bars? Alright. So overall, pretty good. So, burning room, there's going to be our new prison area. This has been already deconstructed, which is good. So now let's actually test out my theory. Let me put a stone wall right... Actually, no. We're going to do a no roof reach through here. Okay. Now, what I want to do is carefully, very carefully, mine this without causing a, you know, shit falling on us. That is my intent here. And we could also mine this. There's also a no roof area here, right? So, add a... Nope. No, don't remove. Create no roof. Over here. Okay. Batman, be very, very careful. I'm always terrified about cave-ins. Okay, that worked out pretty good. So now let's go and also mine out this. Because I don't think you can deconstruct that, right? Let me make sure that I'm not a big dummy here. Deconstruct. No, you can't. So you do have to mine it, unfortunately. Okay, so now that we've done that, I want to say that if we do have the metal for it quite easily, as a matter of fact. So let's do... We haven't collected that just yet. Hopefully that is available for us to pick up. And I don't have to go and make it manually. Let's do solar panel. There. And I guess we're gonna, for my, I guess this is gonna be my day-to-day operations. This is gonna be the solar panel area. I guess we'll enclose this off somehow to make that work. And then over here is we're gonna probably move all this stuff over to this side, because it's almost ready to go. I do have the metal for it now, so expect that to change, if not in this episode, in the next. Again, right now we're kind of collecting a bit of food, and we're so desperately low on food, it's a little bit terrifying. Alrighty. So far so good. As long as they get that agave going too, I think that'll help us out a bit. Alrighty, and over here mining some of that, or not mining, but actually getting some of that food, harvesting some of that food, I should say. If my vocabulary was any sort of college or even high school level, I would have known that, but unfortunately I'm a big dummy. So let's make this a mining situation for us. Let me just speed up this game here so we could get some of this stuff going. I'd rather have at least by the time we end this episode, I want to have like a frame as to what I want to do, and have a plan for my next set of movements in the game here. So the wood's been collected over there, and just about everything else has been collected, right? Oh, except this metal, or this silver, which is really important, by the way, guys. So hopefully you pick that up soon. Anything else around here? No. Okay, so everything's just been about collect, and we have made room for that. So let's actually add another solar panel right here. Good. And another one right here. And let's see, let's probably even mine this out, just so we can get around just in case of any sort of freak fire. And again, I'm relatively sure there shouldn't be any sort of cave-in issues. So again, that's always my big concern here, but I think we'll be okay. And we got that gov going on. All right, how's our food now? It's growing a bit steadily now. We're harvesting the carrots, which is actually going to help us out a bit. All right, and everything's good here. So as soon as this is built up, this power generator will kind of start giving more power to our batteries, which is good. And we also have the geyser that I need to build. So now, let's actually start thinking about... This isn't being collected, huh? Let's see, I would really like to sell that. Manufactured? Oh, here we go, missiles and shells. So let's make, those are shells, right? Yeah, okay. So there you go, they'll start collecting that soon enough as well, and we could just basically use that as easy silver for us. We actually harvested our strawberries as well. So overall, not too bad. We could be worse. Again, the only thing I'm worried about right now is food. Everything else I believe we have just about under control. So, alrighty. Falcon, you have your solar generators now? Let's get the plan in motion here. So, we need a stock rooms. We need proper stock rooms. I kind of want to make those here, maybe? Yeah, this seems pretty good for a stock room. So what we're going to do is metal wall. Again, we have a lot of stock, so we might have to actually have multiple stock rooms. Why not even move the stock rooms over here, since it's over here? It's going to be like an easier haul for us, right? So let's say we delete this zone momentarily. And they'll just move that stuff into the green area once they get the chance. And I want to make separate rooms. We'll have like food and then like, you know, silver, metal. It's going to require that we have more trade beacons, but that's not a big problem, I don't think. So alrighty, that's been moved. So over here is where I want to have the food. So we'll make a stockpile of food. How do I want to make this room? We'll split it up like this maybe. So let's say stockpile of food like so. And then stockpile another one over here. Oh no, they have to be different though. So delete that. I need two different stockpiles, guys. So let's do stockpile again. Like so. Alright. And then, if I can, stockpile like this. And then we'll extend this forward so we have two different ones. Excellent, that's what I wanted to do. So over here will be, let's say, we're going to be really picky about this, by the way. We'll make this potatoes only. So get out of there, actually resources is good, but we'll do foods and raw, and we'll do vegetarian, right? So we'll have all veggies and stuff like that in one area, and then we'll have meats. Does that sound okay for everybody? I think it works out pretty good. So vegetarian will be potatoes, berries, agave, etc., etc. And then over here will be the room for our meat, which again does not carry a sexual connotation, guys, believe me. So meat over here. Alrighty, good. And now what we're going to do is we're going to probably have to extend this room soon enough, because if we start building more food, which we want to, we're going to have to extend that. So let's not get too carried away and making this like an end-all problems for us. So what I want to do now, actually, you know what? I have the crate ability, which I haven't talked about yet, and we'll probably definitely use when we get the chance. So having food overflowing might not be a bad thing just yet. So let me delete the zone so they can move that over there. Okay. And now, in terms of what I want to do with my regular stockpile of other things over here, then for that, I also want to make this a stone wall, which we have all the stone in the world to do, by the way. So now, let's see. Let's put this in real time so they're still doing some work in the background. How do I want to play this? I want to play this by... we'll continue to use metal. And I suppose what we're going to do is just go up through here. And then I'll extend this probably a bit further down if I can, or maybe... Yeah, I think we can extend it a bit further down. So right now, we have to take advantage of the fact that it's not raining right now too. And oh, by the way, let's not limit ourselves here. Let's actually mine out this so that we have an even setup for ourselves, and maybe even mine this out. Would that work? Kind of. Let's mine this area out too. Okay, and again, we're always worried about possible cave-ins, so let's not get too crazy here, guys. I don't think there should be a cave-in, though, because we have metal walls relatively close to it, so that should hold off any sort of cave-in. But again, I'm always really worried about what could possibly happen there. So, alright, everybody's gonna sleep right now. Okay, good. So right now, what I'm planning to do, here's my idea. This right here will be basically the stockpile area. I'm gonna just move stuff over here. I'll make individualized areas for this. Down through here, all this will be the day-to-day operations. Now, we're cutting it close because we can't build stuff over here, so it's going to be a little bit compact, more than I'd really like it to be, meaning I might eventually move in here, and then we might have to move the prison elsewhere. But again, we'll take that as we go. Right now, we're not too bad off, quite honestly. And since I have this pathway open to this weird room, you know what? This could probably even serve as the prison, right? Or maybe even the incinerator room. What would be good? I'm not sure. We have a lot of options right now, considering we have that little weird room that was naturally built there. I guess long lost colony that was there. So I do have an option to just do that. And keep the... Yeah, you know what? That wouldn't be that bad of an idea if this is the incinerator room. Because you know what? This is stone tile, so it's not going to spread fire across anyway. Huh. This might be the incinerator room after all. And then we'll make a prison next to our day-to-day operations, and then we could also build around and kind of cave in a bit, but basically stay outside, which is my main priority. So, alrighty, let's get this going here. Let me call this an episode once we have a good idea as to what the fuck Falcon's over here trying to think up of here and failing to do so. So we'll do that, and then I wanna say that we're gonna move this across like so. And obviously we're going to need a door here. We're going to need one door though, only one door. So let's close this off first and foremost. Actually, cancel one of them for now so we have a room to actually go through. I'm going to break down these walls, and then... This is no cave area, right? So if I knock this down, it shouldn't start suddenly caving in on us, I'd imagine. So I do want to just seal it up and make sure that everything is fine here. Group of terrorist raiders and whatnot, whatever you want to call them. We have a light machine gun, and some frag grenades, and light machine gun. Okay, an assassin no less. Molotovs, okay. So they do have a few people that could cause us some damage, but nothing too scary. The grenades kind of scare me a bit, no lie about that, but I think we should be okay. So how about we call it an episode here today, guys? We have to deal with that raid either way. I wanted to actually finish up the train of thought I had going on over here, but at least since I'm recording still a few more episodes today, I could, you know, not screw over future Falcon by leaving that raid there up and running. So let's call it an episode here today, guys. Hopefully you guys are enjoying what I'm trying to do here, and as we get a few more episodes in and more freedom to do stuff, I'll be able to kind of break this down how I want to do it. But hopefully you guys kind of get the idea as to what the hell I'm going for here. And this is a perfect incinerator room, god damn it. Either way, guys, if you enjoyed, I encourage you to click the thumbs up button. The support really does mean a lot. And other than that, I'll catch you next time.